When working on developing fluency, ELL students should be reading text that they are familiar with and can understand. Students' own language experience stories are a good choice, as are read-alouds that students have heard several times and discussed. Fable Learning has a bilingual collection of ebooks that offers the same title in both the English and the Spanish language. So in order to get to that, I go to Keystone's webpage and I double click on online resources, and then I scroll down on the blue column on the left until I get to Fable Learning. And before I click on the Fable Learning icon, I want to point out that if you've got a Kindle, an iPad, or an Android, you can click on any of these icons and download the app to your device. Those devices do offer read aloud functionality with the Fable Learning books also. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Fable Learning, and I'm going to log in with a Keystone Online Resources login. And I have a couple of ways to get at these books. The first one, and the one I'm going to choose, is up in the top right where it says English and Spanish. But I could search, so I could type in an author or a keyword. So for example, I could type in Seymour Simon and then scroll down and choose English and Spanish, and that would narrow down my selections. But I'm going to go ahead and just do some browsing. And so I'm going to click on English and Spanish. And then here are the titles that I have available. And I think for right now, we'll choose Danger Earthquakes. And when the information comes up, here's the link to have the Spanish language version, and here's the link on the left to have the read in English version. I also always like to look at the information in the middle because it tells me, yes, there's narration. It gives me AR level and guided reading level and also Lexile level. So for right now, I'm going to click on Read in Spanish. And I have three choices. I can have the book read to me, and I click the pages to turn. I can let me read, which means there's no audio, or I can choose autoplay, which means I'll have the book read to me and it will automatically turn the pages. But I'm going to choose read to me.
Cuidado, terremotos, recientemente actualizado.
And then I'm going to put my mouse over to the right side where I get the next button, and that's how I turn the page, and I'll turn a couple pages so I can get right to the content. We'll go one more.
El suelo bajo tus pies puede parecer firme, pero los terremotos hacen que el suelo se agite y ondule.
And I can turn the page again.
La mayoría
It starts reading. I can move my mouse up to the top and I can pause that if I'd like to stop for now, and I can change the mode. So I can maybe say, I don't want any audio, or I can turn the highlighting off. I can also change the volume, the size of font, and so forth. And then when I want to start again, I click this read button. I can also scroll to the bottom. And here is my table of contents. So let's say I want to jump to page 8. Then I can do that. And then I need to go back up because I think I paused that, and then I click on read.
La mayoría de los terremotos comienza.
And I'll stop there. Then let's say I want to go back. So I click on my home button, which is this top left. And it says, do you want to return the book? And I'll say, yep, I do. And now I'm back to this information, and I can click on back to results, and I'm at the very beginning of my results page again. So all of these books have both the English and the Spanish version. And so I can repeatedly have the students read the Spanish version, then switch to the English version, and vice versa.